So today I'm starting my final project in database administration. So, however, let me tell you what my project is about. So the project title is Event Management System, a system to organize event details, track attendance, and manage vendor information, supports regulation and vacations, attendee data precious and role-based privileges for events organizers and inventors. So this is what I'm going to create now. This is the first part. So however, stay with me so to lead you how am I going to do it. So first thing, let me just go ahead and just try to share my screen with you guys. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, right now I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, I believe you guys can see now my screen, right? However, okay, so first thing that we're supposed to do is we need to recall, like to start our terminal, so which is mysql dash root, root, okay? So from here, like from what we can see, like our, so here we're going to create the database and the database we're going to create it, call it event management system because this is that my project is about. So let us call it. So first thing we're going to say create data base. Then we're going to call it event management management system system. Then second column, then our database is created. So what we're going to do now, so we're just going to say use event system. So this is what we're going to do right now. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to create tables. So we have different tables. So we have events tables, attendance, and we have in vendors, and we have role. So those are the four tables which is we're going to create right now. So our first table called events. So let's create it. So create table events. So what do we need exactly in events? So in events, we need event ID, event ID, and let's make it integer, auto increment, auto increment. Okay. Then we need to make it primary key. Primary key. Oh, sorry, spelling. Okay. Again. All right. So primary key. So what else do we need? So we need the event name, event name, worker. Let's make it 100. I like to make everything 100 just to give enough space. Then we have the event date. Event date. So we are going to call it date. Then location, which is to know where 7 is going to happen. So location. We're going to make it worker. This one we need to make it big because we know that the address it's usually big. So I will just make it to 100. However, you will not use that 100, but maybe other places as well. So then let's edit and some column. Okay, so right now we have an error. Let's check where's the error. So this is how you figure out if you have errors or not. Here manual response MySQL level version right sentence near auto increment. So this means like I have a mistake beside auto. increment. So let's double check the spelling. It's AUTO underscore KINCREMO. See, I made a mistake. I just added X-ray. So let's try again. Okay, now our table is created. So to make sure, let's say describe event events. Okay. So now this is how we make sure that our data is created. So let's insert a few things in our table. So we're going to say insert into insert. Okay, into in our table name, which is events. Then we're going to call, which is what did we do? We have event name, event, sorry, event ID, comma, then we have event name. Make sure that your spelling is matching so you don't have errors like me. So then third one is event data, date, sorry, and location. Then we're going to say values, and now we're going to insert in each one. So we're going to say, okay, event ID, which is, let's make it 1, which is because integer, you don't need to put in some column. However, event name, let's say culture party. Who doesn't like party? Anyway, so then let's close it, then open. Then event date, which is, let's say, because we had the culture event last month, or let's say, what do you call, which months are we in? Where are you? Okay, let's say, okay, yeah, we had this month actually. So let's say it was, which is 2004. This is the years that we're in right now. Then it was in the beginning of November, so it was November 2nd. So it is, so the location, it was in AIU University, which is Asia Pacific International. APIU, Asia Pacific International University. So let's close our terminal. Okay. And then check. All right. We have error, values. Oh, seems that I spelled values wrong. Values. Okay, let's check again. Column unknown, even data. Oh, the data is date. All right, so we have created our first thing. So let's do it again. So even two, okay, instead of culture, we say sports. Actually, they had a match today, which is what they call today. It's November 18, which is there was a match happening. Or actually, there was a match yesterday, yes, which is 17 at also the location APU. So let's check, correct. So now let's create our third party. Let's call party name. So FIT party, which is Faculty of Information Technology. So we had, so yeah, this one was, I think it was in September, let's say September 14th. It was also an APU, which is Asia Pacific International University. Okay, so now let's check our table. So we're going to say select star from events. So as you could see here, we have the first one, which is culture parties and sports and FIT. So this for our first table. So for the second table, we're going to create it, which is attendance. So now we have done with now we have finished our part for the first step. So now let's create attendance, which is going to do the same thing, which is create table, and then let's call it attendance. Attendance E. Okay. So what do we need in attendance exactly? We need attendance ID. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so let's say attendance ID integer. Okay, auto increment. Okay, increment primary key. Okay. Then we need attendance name, which is actually we could self attendance name can just say student, but however as you like. But let me just go with attendant. Okay, sorry. Attendant name worker. Okay, let me do not have the same mistake. Okay, worker. Then let's put 100. I love 100. Okay, then let's put email, which is worker also. And let's put 100. Then we have event ID, integer. Event ID, integer. Then here we're going to create a foreigner key. So we're going to say foreigner. Foreigner. Okay, key. So what do you need that? So the foreign key we're going to make it in event ID, event ID, and reference to what? So we're going to make reference to the event, which is also events ID, which is let's say reference. Wait, sorry, references. Okay, event, then event ID. Okay, just let me double check if I have references correct, because sometimes I do mistake in references. So let me just double check about REFER references. I think that's correct. I think let's make sure. Anyway, so we have an error to show us. Yeah, we have error which create thing. Okay, so let's make sure here that our table is correct. So oh, create table. Okay, our table is created. So let's say describe. Okay, describe. Okay, so what do we need exactly? So we need to describe table, which is attendance. So we're going to say describe attendance. Okay. So as you can see now, our table is already created. So right now we need to insert. So we're going to say insert into attendance. Okay, attendance and chung 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 GENDES attendance. So what do you have in attendance? We have attendance. No, not capital. Okay, and since ID. Okay, then what do we have? Attendance name. Okay, right, name. Then we have email, and we have event ID. Event ID. So I'm going to say values. Okay. Values. Okay. Sorry. So now we are going to insert into our values. So attendance ID, which is let's create 1, 2, 3. Okay. Comma. Then we're going to do it. So we have what attendance name. Let's call it my name, which is Sama. Okay. Then we have the email. Let's create. Okay. Sam Fergus at gmail.com. Okay. So what do we have also? Now we have event ID, which is, let's call it event ID 1, which is I was there. Let's create it. Near attendance name. Okay. So let us make sure it's A-T-T-E. Oh yeah. A-N-D-E and then D. Okay. Because I read wrong, so I had to write it the thing. Okay. So we have, so let's say Sama. Okay, Sam. Okay, I call the Sam. It's okay. Okay, comma. Sam Gerges. Okay. At gmail.com. Okay, let us put it in ID 1 and let's try again. In the name. Unknown column. Wait, let me just double check. It's ATTENDEE. Okay, so I think this should be right. Yep, that's correct. Okay, let's create a second event. Let's call it 1, 2, 4. Okay. Okay, let's call it this time Sam. Okay, let's call it Sama. Okay, so this one, like, let's say he was in the other event, which is for the sports event. So let's create it and let's create the third one. Okay, so 3, let's call this one just only same. And that one, let's make it 5 and call same. Okay, it's great. So now we're going to make select star from the name of our table, which is attendee, which is attendance. Sorry for my pronunciation. I know it's bad. I understand. Even my spelling is bad too. So it's ATGTND. Okay, here we go. As you can see, here we have it. And just it. So now we have created our second table. So let's move on to the third table, and we will be left with one more table for today. So let's call this table vendors. So we're going to create table. Let's call it vendor. Vendors. Okay, so what do we need in vendors exactly? So we need vendor ID, vendor. Okay, OR ID, then integer, photo, increment, primary key. Okay, so now we have created, so we let's make vendor name. Okay, vendor name worker 100. Okay, and let's contact email, which is let's say email worker 100. Okay, and let's also create event ID. So event ID. And also here, it's integer, sorry. And here also we're going to create a foreigner key like the other one. So we're going to say foreigner key before you can, where you can key. Okay, foreigner key. So let's create event ID. And it's going to be a reference to a or e references. Okay, references to events, um, event ID. Okay, let us check if we have any errors or errors. Good. Um, near event ID, near key, which is foreign key. Let me double check. Did I make a mistake in foreign? Okay, FOREI. I forgot. I miswrote them. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to say describe vendors vendors. So let's check. Okay, now we have our table. So we're going to say insert into vendors. So we have vendor ID, and we have vendor name. I know we don't have anything capital. Okay, vendor. Forgot our name. And we have email. And we have even ID. So values. So here, vendor ID, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 6. So you could see the difference at the end. Okay. Vendor name. Vendor name. What should we call the vendor name? I'm just thinking. Sorry, I don't have anything in my mind. Okay, let's say IT support. IT support, just technical. Then email, IT at APU Pacific APIU dot edu. Ah, okay. Then let's make it ID1. Okay, let's close it and double check. Then, oh my goodness. How did I do this mistake? Unbelievable. Okay, so second one, let's go on to 7. Okay, which is media, IT, media. So let's say media at apu.edu. So let's move for the second one. Okay. So church technical, yeah, church technical. So church vendor, pick. Okay, and church apu.edu. So just let's go 3, and let's make this one 8. Okay, let's double check. Is it correct? Yep. So now we're going to select star from vendor. Unknown. Thank. Why do I keep doing the same mistake over and over and over? This is ridiculous. Okay, so now if you can see, we have created the table and everything. So let's move into the last table to make sure that we have everything in hand. So here we're going to say create table, and what are we going to call? If you remember, we had 4 tables, which is the first table was, here is the name, which is attendance, and we have vendor, and we have what was the first table we created. So we have attendance, vendors, and coming one. It's going to be what rules. Does anyone like rules? I don't think so. But however, let's create one. Okay. So let's say rule. Okay. So rule ID, even though I don't like the rule ID, integer, but to increment or to underscore increment, increment. Okay, primary key, primary key. Then we have what role name, which is for your punishment. So you guys try be careful. Role name. So this name I'm going to call it worker. And let's give it 100. So now we would have created. Ah, wait, respond where primary. Eh, okay, primary. Okay, so let's say scribe roles. So let's insert search into roles. So what do we have? Role ID, and we have role name, role name. Okay, let's close it. The values. So what roles? So role ID, let's say 255. I don't know. Just came in my mind. I don't know why. Then what kind of roles do you want to say? So the rules here that we had organization related to what we did. Organize. How to spell organization? Even I forgot. Oh my gosh. Organizer. Okay. Let's make sure it's correct. Really, really, even with this simple one. Search. Insert. Not inert. Ay, ay, ay. Eh. Insert into. Hmm. Okay, let's call this one, which is 2, 1, 2, 3. So we are done with organizer. Let's call this one vendors. Okay, let's make sure it's correct. Yep. And let's call the other one. I think then indeed. Okay, and let's make this one 3, 2, 1. Just that. Done. So let's say select star from what do we call troll? Trolls. Yep. So now we have it. So now let's create another table. And this will be my last table for today because it's time for me to sleep because I'm so tired for tonight. Okay, so let's create this table and call users. So create table users. So what do we need in user? Do we need user ID, integers? Okay, auto underscore increment. Sorry. Oh, okay, never mind. Not important message. Ah, I totally forgot what I was doing. Okay, increment primary key, primary key. So I will need user name. I will need password hash. Password. I know password. Then password underscore hash. Okay. Yep. Let's converter. And let's give it 150 in case I don't know how long do you like your password. So anyway, then we're going to say email worker worker. Let's give it also 150, even though there is no emails with 150, but in case. Let's say role ID, role ID. Okay, so and here, integer. I was going to forget that integer one. Well, let's make foreigner key for it. So I'm going to say foreigner for. Let me make sure that I don't do the same mistake as last time. It's IGEN, not EGIN. So there's difference. Key. Let's make. So we have here role ID reference to reference test, which is the name of our other table, which is roles, which is role ID. And let's close it and check. Hopefully we'll not have any errors. Ah, dang. Hey, why do I have to make neutral increment? Ay, ay, ay. Tired of increment. Okay, let me just rewrite. Okay. Increment. Okay, let's check again. Okay, something's near to pass password. Okay, let us double check again. Password. Okay. Ah, worker. How did I forget? Seems that I'm very sleepy. That's why. Worker 100. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, finally. Okay, let's say scribe. What's the name of our table? Users. Users. So let's say insert into users. So we have user ID. We have user name. We have password hash, and we have email. Sorry, email, and we have role ID. Role ID. Let's make values. So first thing we have what? User ID. Let's say user ID. Which user ID? Let's say 321. Okay. Comma, and then username. Okay, let's say Sam. Password. So we're going to create hash password. So what kind of password do we need? Hmm. Okay, let's say hash 123. No. Okay, let's call it Sam 123. Done. And what's the email? Email Sam Fergus at gmail.com. And role ID. Okay, sorry, I shouldn't do that. Role IDs. Okay, 321, and let's change this one to only one and see what would happen if we do only one. Let's check errors. No errors. Wow, perfect. First time. Unbelievable. Finally, I didn't do any mistakes. Okay, let's call it same. Same, 123. Let's call this same. And let's call zero ID. Let's make 225. Okay, 22535. Okay. Let's create last one. Let's say call this one Sama. Sama and Sama. Well, let's make this one what you call 231. 231. Make this one IT3. Okay. Wait, cannot add or update corner key fails increments user constraint corner key ID. Okay, so maybe we made a mistake here. So let's double check. It's 213. So see, I made a mistake again. 213. Now it created. See? Okay, so now let's say select from users. Okay, now we have our tables. So let me just recap about what we did. So now I'm just only starting the project. So my project name is Events Management System. So first thing that I created, it was a table for events. Then second table we create for attendance, then attendee. Then we have in vendor. Okay, here's the third table. Vendor, then we had another table which is roles, and after roles we had user, which is the last table we created for today. However, this is only the first part of my project. So tomorrow we're going to make we're going to do the other things, which is joins and triggers, and also create start, browser, and new event. So this is what we'll do like next time. So wait for the second one. Thank you for watching and have a good night. See you.